For a spin-free perspective on the budget, let's check in with former Victorian Premier Jeff Kennett in Melbourne, and in Sydney, former Labor leader and now member of the Liberal Democratic Party, Mark Latham. Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you very much, Koshy. Good to be with you. And Jeffrey.
Good morning.
Now, Jeffrey, is it going to be hard to sell this Medicare levy increase? I must admit, it caught me by surprise that everyone's going to have to pay it rather than just the wealthy.
David, it will be hard to sell, but given that the government has tried to get through the Senate a lot of issues in the last 2 years and failed, if we're going to make sure that the NDIS is properly funded, we're going to have to pay for it. So I think if they get the message right, they'll get it through. And I think Labor will have to support it, as the NDIS was part of their government's initiative. But more importantly, I think this budget, to me, proves up more than anything else that we are not going to have any government of any political flavour that has the courage to do what is required to get our country back on its feet unless we have a 4-year term. Because we now have 3 11s in the Senate. We have the government, we have the opposition and the rest. And any two can gang up on the government. This 3-year term is now destroying our opportunities for good government.
OK. Mark, do you reckon the government had any other options to fund the disability insurance scheme? Is that the best way to do it?
Well, the best way to fund it is to put a cap on the expenditure, saying that it can look after a certain number of disabled Australians, but it can't meet the massive demand in this area. I mean, if you add up all the people on the disability support pension, the people claiming various forms of mental health problems in Australia, other disabilities such as autism, Asperger's and physical disabilities, I looked at some of the statistics on this scheme and quite frankly, you're getting up to about 15-20% of the population, and the scheme had the potential to send the country broke. So you just got to put a cap to say, look, we can look after the Australians with the most severe disabilities, but we can't send the country broke by looking after this extraordinary number of people who might be claiming.